And welcome to the Scruffy Life. What this channel is all about, it's about investing for the long term. Now, how you invest your money is entirely up to you, but it's really my journey. At the moment, I invest for the long term using Vanguard. Now, Vanguard is a fantastic vehicle because it's very simple, it's relatively cost effective, and once you put your money in, you let them do the heavy lifting. You don't really have to do a great deal. Now, what I'm going to do with the channel going forward is I'm going to show you how to pick pots, or how I personally pick pots, because I'm not a financial advisor, and show you week on week how that pot grows. Now, at the moment, we're currently sitting at 178,644. It's the start of the financial year, which is why we're starting this channel afresh. By this time next year, I would like to see that at 200,000 and beyond, which at the point of starting this is actually a £30,000 growth. I put the targets in there so you can roughly see what they are. This one here is slightly different because what I'm doing with that is I said I put a little bit of money into a high growth pot and then drip feed £25 a month into it just to see if that pot would accelerate on its own. But my main funds is here and I'm looking to put £30,000 growth into this over the coming tax year. Now, these things are there just as a reference point, and it's kind of the way that I've run my business life all the time. I've always run it on spreadsheets, so I understand that. The actual pot itself is here. So this is the real fund. So what you see, whether you're on this channel or in the Scruffy Trader, which some people might recognize me from, it's always real money. You know, there it is there. There's the pot. These are what the investments are. So I've got so much in a pension, so much in an ISA. I do that for tax efficiency. Quick money that I can just grab my hands on whenever. These are my trading funds, and this is what this investment is. And then the treat is there. Now, the investments for them are like this. So what you'll see is we use the FTSE All Cap mainly, and that's because it's steady Eddie. It's a global fund, so it's a case of picking the haystack, not the needle, and the idea is it will roll out over a period of time. I also use the accumulation V3AB, which is an emerging markets and ethical all cap, but I'm also going to be looking at the North American high yield. Now, that high yield is this one. So let me just flick on, and as we go forward, I'll show you how we do this. Now, what we're looking here is that North American all cap is a high yield. It's currently running on average 17.5 per year, and that's across the last 3 years. It's only 3 years old, so I've only got that much data. What I'll be doing in the next video is I'm going to put all of the funds onto this, and we'll look through as to how you can afford a unit, what the yield is, and then you make your choice that way. But when you have something like this, it actually just jumps out straight away. Of the funds that I put in here, because I was only really looking at high risk to find a fund that I wanted, it worked out that this global all cap here, which is the one highlighted in white, is the cheapest, which is there. So the cheapest cash builder. And then the best long term was actually this one here. But because I'm only putting £25 a month into it, I can't afford the unit. So therefore I had to take the best of the bunch, and that came down, and it was the second one in North America. But we'll go through this in another video. So this is just really an introduction into what the Scruffy Life is. Do drop any questions. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out. I've been in and around the markets long enough to know where to look. I'm predominantly a day trader as my living, and this is how you see my holidays paid for, etc. The Scruffy life. Enjoy, subscribe, and always contact me. I speak to everybody. See you on the next one.